guys, today we're gonna see what would happen if USA created an empire. Yeah, I just wrote America. Anyways, first USA tries to get Canada since it's close, like, cause like Alaska and Canada, like, here's Russia and stuff. It's close to Alaska, but they're gonna have to travel. Now, like, Canada's pretty rocky here, so Alaska, and they also have a military, but the USA quickly advances to like right here, and then and then Alaskans and the USA gives some of its nukes to Alaska, and Alaska nukes like these mountains in Canada so that way they make an easier rock path. They have to wait like a few weeks like months or maybe even a year for the nukes radiation to finally settle out so they can walk and conquer Canada. Canada reconquers it, but actually it doesn't because USA just conquers all the way up here, and the mountainy parts are conquered by Alaska, and then USA then realizes it can get to Greenland, and Denmark is not very happy about this, but what's it like? Because it knows USA is way too powerful. Then with their power, they, like, from these, Greenland doesn't have any people in it, but USA and Canada do, so they then decide to make Puerto Rico an official state. After that, they decide to conquer Bahamas, Cuba, Jamaica, Haiti, and Dominican Republic, since those are between Puerto Rico and it. Then they also attack Central America and they can control full control for Panama. They then reach Iceland, and then reach the United Kingdom and the Faroe Island. They reach the Faroe Island, and then they reach Ireland, and they've conquered a lot. They then decide to go down to South America, and they actually conquered Brazil after that, and then they start conquering these countries after Brazil. Yeah, and then they conquered Falkland Islands and South Georgia. Then they conquered. Yeah, I'm gonna have. Yeah. Then they conquered Grenada, Barbados, St. Vincent the Grenadines, St. Lucia, Martinique, Dominica, Guadeloupe, Antigua and Barbuda. And they use this as a gateway to get to the. Now, basically, after getting to the Netherlands, France is also angry about them, but to go to war, USA conquers France, then conquer Monaco and Andorra, then conquer Belgium and Luxembourg, which are between, and conquer Germany, Denmark, and they're basically at full power. They conquer these countries, and Russia's hearing about USA's great empire, as they conquer Portugal and Spain. Now they ask Switzerland to give them land, so Switzerland gives them land. They attack Liechtenstein and Austria, Hungary, Slovakia, Czechia, and Poland, and then they're taking out the chunks of Europe. They basically they begin attacking up Europe, and they attack the Baltic states, and then they conquer Belarus, and Russia's obviously mad. Then take Ukraine, and Russia's now in full-on rage mode right now. So Putin is very mad. So Russia creates their own empire. Now USA just gets Turkey and Cyprus to surrender because they're part of the European Union and NATO allies. So they just join on in USA's amazing empire. Hey, just off. So then they're gonna attack Georgia, but then Russia quickly, after attacking Georgia, Russia quickly overthrows them and takes Georgia along with Armenia and Azerbaijan. They then take Kazakhstan. and the rest of the stans, and they get China to help them. So China just joins their countries, united with them. So Mongolia is just left alone, but luckily they're asked to give up their land, and they just get sent a navy, even though they're landlocked, but they have one. Basically, I don't know why, but but Russia managed to defeat Afghanistan, and they both take part of Iran, which is joining them. They then take the entire Arabian Peninsula. Yeah. And then basically, so now, and then they attack Djibouti, Somalia, and Eritrea, and Ethiopia. So Russia and USA are doing a huge number. USA is also attacking in Africa through Morocco and claims Algeria and these countries. But then, after realizing what's going on, Russia tries to take Egypt and bombs Egypt. But USA's military just takes what Russia took, and they attack the Arabian Peninsula. So basically, USA and Russia are battling to take over the entire world. The USA takes over the Arabian Peninsula and drives back Russia's forces, and then, meanwhile, now Russia and China combined, they decided to team up, and then, so when they team up even stronger, as they already did this right now. So I clicked on Saudi Arabia. Anyway, they begin attacking, and soon they make USA surrender up all of its African territory except for Morocco. But then they take Algeria and Tunisia back. Then, after taking, now Russia then takes the Caucasus countries back. So then India itself decides to form an empire. So this could represent it. So India then takes Pakistan as their fight, and India's forces drive out. Pakistan does nuke India though, but whatever. Then India takes Sri Lanka and Bangladesh, Bhutan, and Nepal. Yeah. Then Pakistan, they take Myanmar and try to take Afghanistan. They succeed, but then this angers Russia, so Russia comes full back and conquers the entirety of the Indian Empire. Thailand knows decides to ally themselves with Russia. Except they don't. They decide to recreate the Radakhshan Empire, but bigger. They're smart, so they know that I didn't say this, but I said should. They shouldn't attack Myanmar because that would anger Russia. Anyways, Russia then finds out about Thailand's huge empire and quickly puts a stop to it. So Thailand's plan to not get conquered by Russia failed. So yeah, Russia's just taking up the entirety of the globe. USA is very mad, so they conquer Indonesia. But Russia conquers it back. Then it conquers Papua New Guinea, East Timor, and Solomon Islands, and Vanuatu. Now, New Zealand, if you don't know, there's a continent called Zealand. Now, first, these countries get conquered by Russia. And then, after this, Russia flies to Vanuatu and Fiji, and then they take New Caledonia and New Zealand. And they also take Australia. So Russia just took over Oceania, or at least those ones. They then get to they just get to Samoa and American Samoa. But this angers the United States. So USA quickly conquers American Samoa, and so they have to share it 50-50. USA is angry and decides to take back all the land they once claimed. They attack Philippines, but Russia just claims it back. So then USA goes and does pretty much something pretty cool. They conquer the entirety of Africa. Yeah, that's what they try to. They conquer a ton of northern Africa. They basically conquer the entirety of Africa. And then they conquer and then they begin attacking. So now USA's conquered the entirety of Africa. They attack. I said again. Say they focus. They focus on the Russian part and they attack it. They attack Egypt and they attack Israel. Well, not attack, but Israel joins them, and they together with Israel's 90 nukes, they bomb Syria, and Lebanon joins them, and then basically they conquer Iraq and Kuwait. Iraq is quickly weak, but USA is just. Iraq and Kuwait are quickly conquered back, along with Syria, but not for long. USA quickly conquers the 3 countries back, along with Iran, and then they conquer this part. So yeah, here is USA and Russia. Basically, now it's a battle between USA and Russia for the entire world. USA begins attacking up the Caucasus. Now, USA also bombs the place where most of Russia's nukes are stored, so Russia has a lot less nukes now, and USA has more nukes. So that way they're able to attack a lot easier and take up, these countries. Now, note that this isn't all countries, but this is the map I'm using. They still can't get to Russia, though, so they just continue conquering, and they get Taiwan to join them, and Thailand, and then basically they conquer. The USA begins conquering the entire world. Basically, USA is literally destroying everything. So now the only country that USA has not conquered yet, well, they didn't go the straight up, they go to straight up conquer, Samoa. Then after conquering the entire world but Russia, USA's giant army conquers Russia, and USA owns the world. So that's it. This might not be entirely 100% accurate, but this is what would happen if USA tried to create an empire right now. So, bye guys.